Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining my channel. This is Rocky, and if you're new to my channel, this is where I talk about fashion, lifestyle in my city of Chicago, and just a little bit of beauty. Today we're going to be talking about, I guess, fashion adjacent. So you have been, for those of you who are my OGs, you've been in this space before in the past. However, it's been close to about 2 years since I filmed in my closet, because when I tell you this space was bursting at the seams, it was ridiculously bursting at the seams. Like I couldn't even make a path through my closet. So what I did was I made it a point that for around like the Christmas, New Year's break time frame, that I was going to clear out my closet. I was going to do a purge. I was going to donate, sell, toss, all the things so I could make space in my closet. I had things that were just really crowded. I can't even say that my closet being crowded is a fair analysis or depiction of what was going on in here. It was like a hoarder space. It literally was like a hoarder space. And so, you know, I made it a point to kind of do that before I rang in the new year, but the lift was so heavy. It was so big to get this done. It has taken me months. It has taken me almost a good full, month and a half to get my closet cleared. I went through several iterations, and every day I would spend hours and hours clearing through this closet, and I just felt like I was not making any progress whatsoever. My entire floor was covered with both new and washed things that were folded nicely in many cases, very folded nicely, but just weren't put away as you're seeing here today. I like to keep my closet organized by item type and by color, and it's hard to tell in some cases that it is by color, but it is by color and by item. And so I have a particular way, but that said, it just hindered me from just moving forward. I didn't have enough space. I didn't have the energy to be neat and do these things. So it was a thing. So I kind of want to talk you through that purging process. We all talk about that whole Marie Kondo thing of going through the pieces that, still serve you, and, keeping those things, or understanding if a piece brings you joy, but it doesn't serve you anymore, and getting rid of it, acknowledging that it, did a good job. You did a good job. Now it's time for you to go. But it was tough because I just feel like I have a personal connection with like every single piece in my wardrobe. I went through and did a cleaning and came up with the first pass. I had 4 bags and was able to donate those things. I gave them to my mom for her to make the decision of what would go to Haiti, what would go to the thrift stores, what would go to people that we knew. And so she did that. And then as I continued to clear and clean things, I found things that I could sell. And I also found 3 more bags of things that could be donated. So that brought me to about 7 bags. As I let me tell you what I'm working with here. Let me give you an example of the types of decisions that I had to make. I have shoes that, as you probably can see here, and things you can't see, a ton of shoes. And I had 3 pairs of shoes that were relatively in the same color. All of them were flats, but they all served a different purpose. I had a pair of ballet flats, I had a pair of Oxfords, and I also had a pair of, what did I have, loafers. And I put it to social media, asked them their opinion. I asked my husband, I asked my friends, and everybody had different varying opinions. I just needed to make my own decision, and I ended up going with the loafers. I felt like those were more me, those would get more wear, and the others were nice to have, but I wouldn't wear them as often. So I literally had to go through and make decisions like that on a lot of my pieces. They're all very similar. All serve a different purpose, but could I get away with just keeping one and trying to make the look that I needed? I went through phantom clothing syndrome quite a bit, and I don't mean to make light of phantom limb syndrome, but I needed to make an outfit, and a piece that I hadn't worn in a year or 2 years would have been that perfect thing that would make the outfit complete, and I would go and grab for that thing exactly where I thought it would be, and it's gone because I donated it. So the lesson I learned from that is that I didn't die. The fact that I didn't have that cobalt blue blazer when I was trying to do cobalt blue week did not kill me. It was disappointing, but it didn't kill me. So again, I went through round and round of cleaning my closet, but let me do a quick cutaway of some live footage.
Here is the challenge. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of long sleeve, short sleeve, and tanks that need to fit in 1, 2, 3, 4, and half of that shelf. Physics can tell you that won't fit. The other thing that needs to be discussed is the fact that half of this pile is tank tops. So this is tank tops, and that's long sleeve shirts, in addition to the 9 stacks that I mentioned over here. So what that means is we need to go through and declutter all of this and make some hard choices about some of the stuff in this stack. The other option I have is to tuck things away in maybe some bins like this, but
so as you can see, I was faced with a dilemma, didn't really know how to move forward, and yeah, I came up with a plan.
So I got all the shirts in, all of the shirts. Climbed down off my little ladder, my foot hit something. I'm like, what's that? Dang nabbit. So I've run out of space. These are things that I'm definitely keeping. I'm not sure I did the best job of editing these shirts down, but you know, we have what we have. These are all my short sleeve and long sleeve shirts. The tanks just didn't make the cut. Additionally, I have a small stack here, hard to see, get a little closer then, a small stack here that are workout t-shirts, and I do have a spot for the workout t-shirts, which is kind of here tucked underneath these shirts. These are sort of a combination of workout t-shirts / nostalgic t-shirts that I have here, and after cleaning and everything, I realized I had one more stack left, and this is one more bag that I'm going to be giving away, donating things. This is my eighth bag of things, so not nearly as bad as the last time I did my clear out. My last clear out was 15 bags, so 8 bags is almost half of that, right? So what I did was,
and my plan didn't work. As you can see from that video, that plan did not work. I thought I had it in a bag. I thought, physics was going to work in my favor, and that did not work. So it looked like, I needed to figure some things out. And let me do a quick cutaway again.
Instead of solving the problem, getting rid of some of it, I bought a new shelf. So this is just a 1 level shelf with 3 cubbies, and I'm going to put my t-shirts in there. I got to build that today. Got it from, I think, Amazon. But where I'm going to put it, you're like, you have any space, and it's very hard to see this. Hopefully I can get some more light here. I already have like a couple of storage cubes here. In these cubes, I have my tights and bathing suits, and one has all tights, one has all bathing suits that I just don't wear. I have a one tiered shelf that's going to go under here, and then these cubes will sit on top of it. So this whole area now is going to be filled. I got to make use of all the real estate I have available to me. So we're going to keep the shirts, but we just made more storage for them. I have some things back here that I still need to clear out. You probably can't even see this. Yeah, it's so dark in here. I have some things that I need to sell that are back here as well. So nonetheless, that's what we're doing next.
So I decided to buy a storage unit, and I installed that storage unit. It's this way in my closet. I had a few packing storage units that I already have things in, which I shared. It served me well. I think I went to Amazon and got this storage unit, and that's fine. And I put in the things that I don't wear that often in there. So I moved some things around in the closet, made sure I had my tank tops and things in a place where I can grab them easily. And what I ended up putting in the storage unit, the shelves that I bought, are like nostalgic t-shirts, things that I want to keep because they just, have a place, and like t-shirts from my alma mater, t-shirts from my previous job, things that I kind of want to keep. And then also all my workout t-shirts, and I have tons of those because there was a time in my life where I went to the gym 7 days a week and sometimes multiple times a day. But that I could get back there one day, and I may need all those shirts. But I kept all of my gym shirts and stuff, so I kind of tucked those away. I'm not going to be reaching for those as often, and I can easily grab things as needed because it's an open face cabinet. So that solved that problem. I got to a point where I got that settled, right? And then I got to a point where I have an extra rail that's in my closet that I use for my videos. And I brought it in here to help me be able to sort, and it ended up becoming like a permanent fixture in my closet, another rail, an extension of my closet. And that wasn't the intent, but that's how I started to use it. So I got down to like clearing everything out, except for this rail, and I had to figure out a place to put it. So it was all of my sets, like 2-piece sets, things that match. I was able to find some space back in the back here on this side beyond what you can see with the naked eye. And then I have in front of me, that you can't see, a rail here of like short tops. And I had some space there, and I was able to put the last bit of my hoodies my hoodie jogger sets in there. So I did find room for them. It was a dilemma that I needed to solve, but I did find the space for them. So lastly, and I keep looking down here because this is like all of the clips and the footage that I was capturing along through the process, and I wanted to like carry you through. But here is what the final look of my closet looks like. I'm sure over time I'll edit even more, hopefully I can edit even more so I can kind of update as I go along. But this is what the final closet looks like. So that brings us to the end of this journey. It has been a heck of a last 2 months or so. Hopefully you never get into this situation where you're gonna have to edit your closet the way that I had to. There's more to come, at least privately for me. There's more work that I need to do, but I'm gonna vow to myself the same way that I vowed to myself over 2 years ago that I will never ever get myself into this situation again. Hopefully I can stick to it this time. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks down in the comments below about how you have been able to keep your wardrobe in check, because I struggle, especially being a content creator, having to come and show you new things, new styles, new fashions, new trends. I always have to keep my wardrobe fresh, so it makes it difficult, at least for me, to keep things in check. But let me know what you do. Maybe your everyday practices will translate in my world as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your friends, because my thought is if you liked it, I'm pretty sure they'd like it too. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.